Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Shayan Hashmi and I am a student of Area University. I am the team leader of Team 9 and the book my team was assigned is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert T. Kiyosaki. So this book is about a kid who has two fathers. One is a rich one and the other is a poor one. So the lesson we get from that book is what the rich what the rich people teach to their kids, what the poor people do not. So I was assigned the first 3 pages of the book, and as I am the team leader, so I read the first 3 pages of the book. In that, we can see that the kid, he is living with his poor dad. So he can see that their neighbors have bought a new Cadillac, and he is very fascinated by it. So he tells his poor dad that that they should also try to afford that. But the poor dad, the poor dad had told that you can try to earn it by himself. So this was the main gist of the 3 pages I had read. So I will pass it on now to Saniya, who will read on the next 2 pages. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Saniya, and I'll be talking about the 2 pages given to me from the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. So in the scene, the dad basically comes home from and finds two of the kids doing some sort of experiment, and he asks them what they're doing. So they show him that they're making money, so literal money by melting lead and pouring it into plaster of Paris molds. And so the dad finds it hilarious, and he starts laughing, and he tells them that that's basically illegal. That's counterfeit money. So the boys, who've been working really hard to make money, they're very disappointed. They're disheartened. But the dad tells them that they should keep going and they shouldn't give up, because most people, they just dream about being rich and they do nothing about it. But these two kids, they had a dream and they decided to go and do something about it and achieve that dream. So he tells them that they should definitely keep going.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Faiza Agha, and the summary is the author's rich dad is his childhood friend Mike's dad. He taught him lessons about money and finance throughout his life experience. He noticed that both of his dads, his friend and Mike's father, worked hard, but when it come to money matters, his dad never used his brain financially advantages. Therefore, he is referred to as the poor dad. The poor dad preaches that if the author study hard in the high school, it would help him finding him a good job, a stable job. Whereas the rich dad said that studying hard would help the author to find the right company to buy. The poor dad believes that the largest investment and the greatest assets is their house, whereas the rich dad believe it to be a liability. The poor dad has a habit of paying bills first, and the rich dad prefer to pay the bills as delayed as possible. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Shahmir from Mehran University of Engineering and Technology. तो जो मुझे पेजेस असाइन हुए थे 17 to 19, उसका कंक्लूजन ये है कि माइक जो काम कर रहा होता है 10 सेंट्स में सुपरमार्केट में सफाई का, वो उसको 2-3 हफ्ते बाद बहुत कम लगने लग जाता है, क्योंकि सैटरडे को वो आके काम करता है, लेकिन 10 सेंट्स पर आवर बहुत कम होते हैं. तो वो जो है ना अपने दोस्त माइक को कहता है, जिसके फादर रिच डैड होते हैं, कि मुझे या तो पे बढ़वाओ या फिर मुझे जॉब से निकाल दो. तो उसके फादर कहते हैं कि उससे बोलो कि आगे मुझे मिल ले सैटरडे को. तो सैटरडे को जब वो मिलने जाता है तो माइक के फादर रिच डैड जो होते हैं वो कहते हैं कि तुमने भी वही बात कर दी जो बाकी जो उसके एम्प्लॉयज़ करते हैं, कि वो बहुत रूड है, क्रूअल है, या अपने पे बहुत कम देता है अपने जो है ना एम्प्लॉयज़ को. वो तो इस कहानी का जो है ना मेन वो मॉरल जो है वो ये है कि ज़रूरी नहीं कि आपको लेसन्स हमेशा जो है ना आपके टीचर्स के लेक्चर से मिले. कभी कभी आपको ज़िंदगी भी बहुत अच्छे सबक सिखा देती है.
Okay, so I'm doing pages 20, 21, and 22. This is the part where the kid comes to the rich dad and he's super disappointed because he hasn't being paid well. He wasn't being paid well, and he's in a really bad mood and he's mad. So what the rich dad does is he starts to explain to the child what he was trying to do, and he gives him these 4 life lessons, which he tells him to sort of understand. He tries to get him to understand them. So number one, he tells them that it's about what your attitude towards life is. So either there are people who quit, or there are people who just give up when life gives them hardships, and then there's this attitude where you push back and you become stronger and you learn from your setbacks and you take risks, and these are the people who go forward in life. And the second thing is that he tells him never to blame others for your mistakes. Always realize that you're the mistake and try to fix yourself. Because if you blame others, then you can't change them. But if you realize that you're the problem, you can change yourself. And number three, he tells him that it's the rich that make money work for them, whereas the poor work for money all their lives, and that's why they never really go forward.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdullah. I am from Iran University of Engineering and Technology, final year electrical. I have been an intern at ZIMCO International. As a part of internship, I was assigned to read few pages of a book. The book assigned to me was Rich Dad and Poor Dad, and the pages assigned were 26 to 28. The essence of these pages is that in order to get rich, you don't have to earn more money, or you don't have to look for many sources of incomes, or basically you don't have to worry about pay raises. The only thing that you need to identify in order to get rich is to identify your worth.
My name is Zainab and I'm a biomedical engineer from Society University of Engineering and Technology. Today we were assigned a book reading activity. In the book we were assigned was Rich Dad and Poor Dad. The pages I was supposed to read from page 29 till 31. In these pages, basically Rich Dad offers two boys $2 per hour for the work, and the boys was shocked and amazed by listening that amount, as they have never seen that much huge amount of money in their entire life. As in 1956, in that era, the $2 was such huge amount that anybody could ever imagine, and being a kid, they were all surprised and shocked by that much huge amount. So the rich dad observed them very thoroughly and carefully, and without waiting for the answers, he continues that most people have prices of human emotion and fear. Human emotion, that is fear and greed. Fear of not having money or living without money. Motivates them to work very hard in their life, day and night. And the greed of having more and more, even if they have enough money that fulfill their needs, they still need more, they still want more and more and more, in order to fulfill their desires. And for this purpose, everybody, basically most of the people, they set up a routine of getting up early in the morning, going to work, pay bills, and sleep, and same thing again and again for their entire life, as if they're in some rat race, that will never end, that will never stop at any point. Basically, the rich dad was trying to tell them that there is no other way to get out of that state except of telling the truth. One of the boy, Mike, asked that, what do you mean by telling the truth? As everybody works, do you think that all of your employees, are they lying, or or they're hiding something from you? Or he thought that maybe the rich dad think that the boys are lying, so they said that.
Assalamualaikum. It's me, Muhammad Ibrahim. I am from Karachi. We are reading different books from other groups. So our books is a Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So there is many stories in these books. So I have learned, and these lines touch my heart. That's how they teach you in school, he said, smiling. But that is not how life teach you. And I would say that life is the best teacher of almost. Most of the time, life does not talk to you. It just sort of pushes you around. Each push is life saying, wake up, there's something I want you to learn. That's an amazing line, and that I have covered my pages. So
Assalamualaikum. This is Rujab, and this is the continuation of the story. So the story goes as Robert, an elementary school kid, tried to know a way to get richer with his friend Mike. So they made a plan and start converting the coins, only to know that it's illegal for them to do soon. Then they reached Mike's dad home, who was known as a rising businessman at that time. He tests their will to fight back by paying them low, and then taught them not to blame others and quit, but use their brains to find solutions for their problems themselves by creativity and imagination. Now the kids work for free to get control over their greed and desires and learn to use it for their own benefits with thinking until he tested them with temptations. Then he told them to stay true and calm to yourself when your desires appear for something, even ignorance of their desires, but working for it, it is bad. They learned. Their teacher, being proud and their self-esteem for themselves, now open a new quest to the road of being a successful person in the society. Assalamu alaikum.